Oil changes seem simple. Drain the old, pour the new. Done. But here's the truth. Most engine failures start right after an oil change. A $12 mistake that leads to a $3,500 repair, all because of one small step most drivers skip. In this video, I will show you the $12 mistake you should never do after an oil change. And if your car's past 75,000 miles, this matters even more. Wait till the end. The last tip is the one seasoned drivers forget. Let's dive in. Mistake number 9. The double gasket disaster. When it comes to oil changes, it's rarely the big steps that destroy engines. It's the quiet, hidden ones. And this one is one of the worst. You twist off the old filter, thinking everything's fine. But the thin rubber gasket on top doesn't come with it. It sticks to the engine block, invisible to the eye. Then you grab a new filter and screw it on tight, not realizing what just happened. You've just stacked two gaskets, double-sealed the filter, and built yourself a silent killer, and locked in a slow disaster. Within miles, oil starts leaking, pressure drops, and your engine begins eating itself from the inside out. At first, it's just a few drops under the car, then a growing puddle. Keep driving, and the engine loses oil pressure in minutes. One highway trip, and it's over. But catching it early is easy. Here's how to check it right. Step 1. After removing the old filter, take a clean rag. Step 2. Wipe the filter base on the engine block. Step 3. Run your finger around the metal surface. You should feel smooth metal, not rubber. Step 4. If you find the old gasket still there, peel it off gently. Step 5. Wipe clean again and lightly oil the new gasket before installing. Do-it-yourself fix costs $0. It's just awareness that is needed. Shop fix cost around $340 for cleanup and a new filter. Ignore it, and that mistake turns into a $3,500 rebuild when the engine runs dry. You saved $340 when you do it yourself. Always double-check this every oil change, especially once you're past 60,000 miles. When engines start to build more heat and pressure, some quick lube shops rush this step. If they replace your filter in under 2 minutes, ask if they checked for a stuck gasket. It's a $0 step that prevents a $3,500 call to a tow truck. Once you get it right, you'll see a spotless driveway and a steady oil level between changes, the quiet proof that you've saved your engine. But if you think that's the only hidden trap, it's not. Mistake number 8. The ice-cold oil drain. Most people think oil changes are all about the filter and the drain plug. But the truth is, one of the biggest mistakes happens before you ever grab a wrench. Draining oil while it's cold. It sounds harmless, but that one shortcut quietly leaves old sludge behind every single time. Cold oil is thick and sticky. It clings to the engine walls instead of flowing out. So when you pour in new oil, it just mixes with the old sludge left behind. That's not an oil change. That's a half-clean engine pretending to be fresh. Here's how to do it right. Step 1. Start the engine and let it idle for about 5 minutes. No need to drive. Step 2. Turn it off and wait 1 minute so the oil settles. Step 3. Pull the drain plug carefully. Notice how quickly it flows when it's warm. Step 4. Let it drain completely before reinstalling the plug and adding fresh oil. Do-it-yourself fix cost $0 within 5 minutes. Shop cost $89. Skip it, and that leftover sludge contaminates your new oil, cutting engine life by years. And over time, that turns into a $1,200 to $3,000 rebuild you'll never see coming. You saved $428 when you do it yourself. Once your car passes 60,000 miles, buildup happens faster, old oil clings tighter. That's why warming the engine before every change isn't just a good habit. It's critical to keeping your engine clean and healthy. Quick lube shops often skip this step to save time. If they pull your car in and start draining immediately, they're not letting it warm up, and you're paying full price for a half job. Do it right, and you'll notice it instantly. The oil drains faster, cleaner, and your engine runs smoother after every change. It's a tiny step that makes your car feel brand new again. But if you think that's the only hidden trap, it's not. The next mistake ruins engines even faster, and it happens to thousands of drivers every year. Mistake number 7. The overfill catastrophe. Most drivers worry about running low on oil, but few realize the opposite can be just as deadly. Overfilling your engine sounds harmless, maybe even responsible. More oil, more protection, right? But inside your engine, That extra half-quart turns into chaos. When you overfill, the crankshaft churns the oil like a blender, creating foam. And foamy oil can't lubricate. Here's how to check it the right way. So even though your dipstick reads full, your bearings and pistons might already be running dry. Step 1. Always park on level ground before checking. Step 2. Wipe the dipstick clean, reinsert it, and read again. Step 3. Add oil slowly, just a quarter quart at a time. Step 4. Stop once the oil level sits between the marks, never above. Step 5. If you've overfilled, remove the extra using a fluid extractor or by briefly draining it through the plug. Do-it-yourself costs $0. It takes 3 to 5 minutes. Shop repair costs $650 to $1,200 to replace blown seals and clean foamed oil. Ignore it long enough, and you're looking at a $4,000 rebuild. You saved $1,028 when you do it yourself. Engines with over 80,000 miles burn oil faster, so topping off too often increases the risk of overfilling. Check levels every 1,000 miles. High risk after 80,000. Some quick lube shops overfill slightly on purpose. It keeps you coming back complaining about leaks or smoke. When you pick up your car, pop the hood and check the dipstick yourself before leaving. Get it right, and your oil stays clean, pressure stays steady, and you'll never smell that faint burning scent again. Precision here adds years to your engine's life. The result? Stable pressure, no leaks, and longer engine life. Now, let's move to the next mistake. It catches drivers right after they think they're done. And if these tips are saving you money, hit subscribe and tap the bell. We drop truth bombs about car care every week, and the next one happens right after the oil change itself. Mistake number 6. The forgotten final check. After changing their oil, most drivers grab the keys and call it a day. But skipping one small step right here, the final check can undo every bit of work you just did. 1 minute of patience can prevent a $3,000 mistake. Here's what happens when you don't recheck. You pour new oil, but once the engine runs, the filter fills up, pulling oil from the pan. Suddenly your dipstick reads low, and your car's running underfilled without you knowing it. Here's what to do. Step 1. After tightening the plug and filter, start the engine. Step 2. Let it idle for 1 minute. Listen for smooth sound, no knocking. Step 3. Shut it off and wait 1 to 2 minutes. Step 4. Pull the dipstick, wipe, and check again. Step 5. Top up if it's below the line, and inspect underneath for any drips. Do-it-yourself costs $0, only 2 minutes of your time. Skip it, and a slow leak or underfill can turn into a shop fix of $3,000 to $5,000 engine replacement. You saved $1,028 when you do it yourself. Cars with over 100,000 miles burn or lose oil faster. That final check becomes critical every single change. Recheck after every change. Critical after 100,000 miles. Shops often skip this because it takes extra time. If you pick your car up and the oil light flickers later that day, they likely forgot this step. Do it right, and your oil level stays perfect, your engine runs smooth, and you'll catch small leaks before they ever cost you money. 2 minutes of care buys years of peace of mind. And if you thought this one was easy to avoid, the next mistake proves how fast things can go wrong, even for careful drivers. Mistake number 5. The empty filter fiasco. Here's a mistake most drivers don't even know exists: starting the engine with a dry oil filter. When you screw on a new filter, it's completely empty. And in those first few seconds after startup, your engine is begging for oil that isn't there yet. That's what mechanics call a dry start. Tiny moments of metal on metal where that quietly shave years off your engine's life. Each dry start doesn't destroy your engine instantly, it's slow damage. The kind of damage that builds quietly. Until one day, the bearings fail, oil pressure drops, and your engine's done. Here's how to stop that before it starts. Step 1. Before installing, pour a little fresh oil into the new filter. About halfway is enough. Step 2. Tilt it slightly. Let the filter elements soak it up. Step 3. Lightly coat the rubber gasket with clean oil. Step 4. Screw it on hand tight and firm, but never forced. That way, the oil pressure builds instantly the moment you start the engine. No dry start. No hidden wear. No surprise failure. Do-it-yourself costs $0. A few drops of oil, basically free. Skip it, and the long-term wear adds up to a shop fix of $2,000 to $4,000 rebuild. That's a lifetime tax for a step that takes 15 seconds. You saved $1,028 when you do it yourself. Once your car passes 75,000 miles, this step becomes even more critical. Older engines take longer to build oil pressure. Pre-fill after every change. Critical after 75,000 miles. Most quick lube shops skip this because it slows their service time. If they replace your filter in under a minute, they didn't pre-fill it and your engine takes the hit. Once you start pre-filling, you'll notice smoother startups, instant pressure, and less clatter on cold mornings. It's one of those small habits that quietly adds years to your car's life. Mistake number 4. The dry ring dilemma. It's small, simple, and almost invisible, but this tiny ring decides whether your driveway stays clean or your engine bleeds oil. The O-ring on your oil filter is the only barrier between full oil pressure and a slow leak. And when it goes on dry, that seal doesn't slide. It grabs, twists, and tears under tension. It doesn't leak right away. But once the engine warms and pressure builds, oil starts dripping from the filter, slowly at first, then fast enough to starve the engine. Here's how to prevent it. Step 1. Before installing, dip your fingertip in clean oil. Step 2. Wipe a thin, even film around the O-ring. Step 3. Clean the engine's filter base. Remove any dirt or old residue. Step 4. Hand tighten the new filter until snug, then give it just a quarter turn more. Step 5. After startup, wipe around the base and check for leaks. Do-it-yourself fix costs $0, only few drop of oil for free. Skip it, and that tear can turn into a leak that drains your oil and costs a shop fix of $650 to $2,000 in repairs. As engines age past 60,000 miles, heat cycles make rubber seals stiffer. That light film of oil becomes even more critical. Lubricate every change, critical after 60,000 miles. If you ever watch a shop skip that little swipe of oil before tightening, stop them. Dry installs are one of the most common causes of comeback leaks. When you do it right, the filter glides on smoothly, seals perfectly, and comes off easily at the next change. No leaks, no mess, just quiet, steady oil pressure for thousands of miles. Mistake number 3. The Hulk bolt blunder. This one hurts to even talk about, because it's destroyed more engines than you'd ever imagine. Most people think tighter means safer. So they grab a wrench, crank down the drain bolt, and feel proud. But that proud twist is often the one that cracks an oil pan or strips a thread beyond repair. Over-tightening doesn't seal better, it destroys the seal. The gasket does the job, not brute strength. When you go full Hulk, you stretch metal, crush the gasket, and sometimes even snap the bolt clean off. Here's how to do it right. Step 1. Always use a torque wrench if you have one. Step 2. Check your manual. Most drain bolts only need about 20 to 30 foot-pounds of torque. Step 3. No torque wrench. Follow this rule, snug, not strained. Tighten until it seats, then give it just a small extra twist. Step 4. Wipe the area clean and check for leaks once the engine warms up. Do-it-yourself costs $0, just self-control, fixing stripped threads or a cracked pan. $250 if you're lucky, up to $1,200 if the pan needs replacement. Total saved so far $1,878. If your car's over 100,000 miles, old aluminum pans are softer, torque accuracy becomes critical. Double-check torque, critical after 100,000 miles. If you ever hear a shop mechanic using an impact wrench on a drain plug, stop them. That tool alone has wrecked thousands of oil pans. Do it right, and your drain bolt will always come off smooth, seal tight, and stay leak-free. It's not about muscle, it's about precision. And your engine will thank you every time. Mistake number 2. The wrong oil trap. You'd think oil is oil, but that simple assumption has ruined more engines than bad driving ever could. Every engine is engineered for a specific grade, like 5W30 or 0W20. Get it wrong, and you change the way your entire engine breathes, cools, and protects itself. Oil that's too thick makes cold starts harder and starves the top of the engine. Too thin, and it breaks down under heat, leaving metal parts exposed. Both destroy lubrication faster than you'll ever notice. Here's how to get it right. Step 1. Check your owner's manual. It lists the exact oil grade, and type your engine needs. Step 2. Use full synthetic or a blend only if the manual recommends it. Step 3. Match the viscosity to your climate 5W. 30, 0W, 20, or 10W, 40 depending on temperature range. Step 4. Buy from trusted auto parts stores or verified retailers. Step 5. Skip the bargain oils online. Counterfeit oil is a real and growing problem. Do-it-yourself costs just a few seconds of checking the label. Ignore it, and the wrong oil can cause bearing wear, turbo failure, or even void your warranty. Repairs ranging from $800 to $6,000. Total saved so far $2,678 after 100K miles. Always double-check the viscosity chart. Worn engines sometimes need a slightly heavier grade for proper pressure. Check viscosity every 100,000 miles. Counterfeit oil looks identical to the real thing. Only buy sealed bottles from major retailers or directly from the brand, never from unverified online sellers. Use the right oil, and your engine runs cooler, quieter, and lasts years longer. It's not about the price on the bottle. It's about using exactly what your car was built for. Mistake number 1. The dashboard denial. The biggest mistake drivers make after an oil change isn't under the hood. It's right in front of their eyes. Ignoring the oil life monitor. Modern cars are smarter than ever. They track temperature, driving load, and even how hard you push the engine. When that light comes on, it's not guessing. It's warning you that your oil has reached the end of its life. Most drivers treat that oil light like a suggestion, but that's like ignoring a smoke alarm because you don't see flames yet. Keep driving, and you're quietly cooking your engine in sludge. Here's what to do. Step 1. When the light comes on, schedule your oil change immediately, not next weekend. Step 2. After the service, reset the oil life monitor properly using your car's menu or button sequence. Step 3. Don't override or disable it. Those systems are smarter than most people think. Do-it-yourself costs $0. It's just discipline. Ignore it, and you risk a shop fix of $3,000 to $6,000 in internal wear, sludge buildup, or even engine seizure. Total saved so far $2,678. Once your car passes 100K miles, pay even closer attention. Oil degrades faster in older engines. Watch oil light closely after 100K miles. Some quick shops forget to reset the light or do it before actually changing the oil. If your reminder resets too early, double-check the work. Respect the warning, reset it properly, and your engine rewards you with smooth, reliable miles for years to come. Bonus tip: the cold start pause. And here's the bonus tip most people never think about. What happens after the oil change, right before you drive away? When you start the engine, that fresh oil takes a few seconds to circulate and build pressure. If you throw it into gear immediately, metal parts are still running dry during those first crucial moments. The fix is simple. After every oil change, start the car and let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds. That pause lets oil fill the filter and reach every passage before the engine goes under load. It's a tiny delay that prevents thousands in long-term wear, and it's one of the easiest habits to build. And there you have it, 9 mistakes that can quietly kill your engine long before it's time. Which one have you seen people make the most? Drop it in the comments below, and your story might save someone's car. Let's recap. Simple awareness, a few extra minutes, and maybe a few drops of oil on your hands. That's all it takes to turn every oil change into an engine-saving habit. If you found this helpful, check out our next video, and the results might surprise you. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care of your car, and it'll take care of you.